Hey, vacation dreamers, welcome to Book Solid, the podcast where two travel advisors share insider tips, talk about our favorite destinations, bucket list experiences, and everything you need to know to make your next vacation unforgettable. We'll break down what's included, what to watch out for, and keep it real with plenty of laughs along the way, while we help you plan with confidence. Let's jump in. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Book Solid Travel Pod. I had to remember what the name was. This week we are going to do something fun, kind of different. We're going to talk about movies, specifically Disney movies, Disney Channel, Disney movies that we have not seen. And I just kind of went through Disney Plus to see what I have and haven't seen. And I realized that I've seen a lot of movies. So
Yeah.
we'll see where we get from here.
I was surprised I was still able to come up with five, but as two of us who are avid Disney people, I was surprised that I still was even able to put five. Now, I did have to stretch and go Disney Channel, like some of the other, smaller, but I still have five. So there we go.
I could probably come up with more. I just kind of kept it a little more loose and kind of did more categories. So I'm sure I have more. I just kind of went slim.
Gotcha.
So you start since you have more than I do.
Okay, I'm gonna start off with a bang. And I feel like if this movie would have come out after, all the things happened in 2020, I feel like this movie would have done better. Maybe. I watched like 10 minutes and then I just stopped. So that should say something. Strange World. I just, I mean, I can always watch a Disney movie. I love every single movie. Obviously, there's movies that are better than others. I can't bring myself to watch this movie and I hate it because it is a Disney movie. And I am a fourth grade teacher. The kids know I'm an avid Disney people. Like, we talk about Disney all the time whenever we can. I have never once in my 4 or 5 years of teaching had a kid talk about this movie ever.
I
It's
don't,
just,
sorry.
no, you're fine.
I don't think it got the publicity for it that,
No.
because I think it felt, we've watched it, that it just kind of popped up on Disney Plus. It does say 2022.
Oh, why did I
Um,
think it was during the pandemic?
I
Then
look
that makes it. Oh, you know what it was? I think it was a strike. Was that when we had the writer's strike whole thing?
be
That might be what it was. So much happened in that time frame.
it
Okay. I
was,
wonder if, and again, I can't remember when the writer's strike was. It went on forever. I feel like almost an entire year or something like that. That might have been what it was. Either way, it very clearly did not get the publicity that usually Disney gets. Like we know movies are coming out, which I need to add a movie to this list, even though it's cheating. So it'll be an honorable mention when we're done. Now that I think about movies coming to theaters. So it's
mm,
honorable mention. It's bothering me. I'll come back to it. But anyway, that's my movie.
I I I think it just slid in there. I really don't think that it was one that had a lot of traction. And
Mm,
honestly, I'll be honest, it wasn't great.
noted.
So
No,
if it
that's a,
didn't catch your attention in 10 minutes,
I
then it
really
probably
tried.
isn't
I
gonna last.
tried. I was like, I have to watch it because, it is a Disney movie. Like I have to, but I was like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So maybe someday I'll get the courage to watch it just to say I've at least watched it because I'm not counting the 10 minutes. It doesn't count. So,
Okay. Mine was Snow White. My first one is Snow White. And as I was looking through a lot of the live actions, I don't tend to gear towards, although I did like the Mulan.
mhm.
Um, Beauty and the Beast, I think is I do like that one a lot. But like The Lion King, Snow White, um, I did watch The Little Mermaid, but it was kind of a one and done for me. And there's another like, oh, I think I saw Pinocchio in there. I'm like, when did Pinocchio do like a kind of like a new reanimated one? And I don't know, they just don't appeal. Cinderella, I don't think I saw in its entirety if I've watched it. Just don't appeal to me.
Hmm.
And then
I'll
like
get on my soapbox.
the what?
I said I'll get on my soapbox about this because I actually have some of the live actions on my list too. Like I hate like again, I will watch anything Disney within reason. Like diehard Disney fan. There are some of the live actions that I've skipped, obviously Snow White, because I mean, everybody knows even the actress trashed the movie before there was even a trailer. So much bad rep. And even hearing people that have watched it have said it is terrible, 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 terrible. Um, I will someday watch it just to say I have watched them. Because again, Mulan and Cinderella are on this list for me too. Um, and I feel like there's some others, but obviously The Lion King because it's my favorite movie of all time. I've watched it. I watched it in the theaters. I didn't think it was that bad, honestly. And I've also seen Mufasa, and I think they're pretty good. But again, you can't beat like this is where my soapbox comes in. You they need to stop remaking all of the original movies. Just stop. Just stop. You need to create like Walt Disney's whole thing was like creativity.
Mhm.
That's the reason behind the whole parks. That's the reason, when he was alive making all of his movies and all the like that is the reason behind Disney. And I don't like that they're essentially like being lazy and not creating new movies. Like we're getting movies like here and there, but if you look at like the timeline of when they first started, like the 30s, but then really get into like the golden years or whatever, it
Mhm.
was movie after movie after movie
The
after movie after
Renaissance,
like,
yes.
like what?
Mm.
Why all of a sudden are we stopping? And I feel like they could be cranking out these movies real good. Like, why is it that we've only had, Wish, Elia, which just came out? I know there's other movies that I'm missing in between, but really there hasn't been any, like at all.
Hmm.
And it's very sad. I don't like it.
They dug deep into, I think, the Marvel there for a while, the Marvel universe. So I think a lot of attention went there.
Box right there.
It feels like now that you mention it, like in between that time is when we have all the Marvel ones coming out.
So,
Um, I haven't seen that Elio. Lilo and Stitch is another one that
well,
if it's not on Disney Plus yet, I rarely go to the movie
that's fair.
theater. I would say Inside. It's a lot of sequels though too. Inside Out 2. Um, what other sequels? Yeah,
Have you seen Inside Out too?
I have.
Okay. Oh,
I have
oh.
seen that. That's one of the like one movie a year we went to see. The live action ones or like the CGI animal one. I've never been a big animal movie person anyways. So then to remake it doesn't really
Yeah. Like I
get me
said, they just
interested.
need to stop. I mean, I am glad that they did Mufasa, like the backstory of Mufasa and explain, what happened between him and Scar. I just wish that they would have gone the animated route and stuck with The Lion King and like actually make it match and not match, this new generation.
like
they
that.
just need to get away from them. Like I want them to go back to the animation style. Like I was obsessed with Wish, all the little hidden gems because it was to celebrate the 100 years of Disney. All the little hints, but even like I noticed watching the movie at the theaters, like even the art style looked like it was drawn, like they used to back in the day where they would draw the picture and then like however they did it, like the stop motion or whatever. Like that's what I got from that. And I was like, oh my God, we're coming back to it. Like Disney's, finally making a change in their animation. But, ever since Wish, which that was what, 2 years ago? Two, something like that.
Yeah, we watched it on the Dream um in February of 24, so it was shortly before that.
Yeah.
Um, but you're right. I mean, you think about like Frozen and Tangled and like those new style of animation. Um, it's just different.
Hmm.
I don't hate those ones. Don't get me wrong. I do like those ones because they did do it well. But I agree with you. Like I we come from the age of the Renaissance, though,
Yes.
that's what
Those
we
are-
grew up on. And I would say Toy Story was the first kind of like computer animated that we saw, I
Even
think.
when you watch it like now, you're like, dang. Like you could still tell obviously that, the animation style is definitely dated,
Mhm.
but it's crazy when you think of when that movie came out, like early 2000s or whatever it was. I can't remember the exact release
I
date,
think it was
but
95.
oh, okay. I couldn't
It was
remember.
early. It was
There really was so many movies that came out between like
okay.
late 80s up until like the early 2000s, like so many movies,
Hmm.
especially the 90s. It was like movie, 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 movie. So that's what I'm saying.
And it if I think that time was Michael Eisner and he really turned Disney around to bring it back to life because I'm not even sure who was before him.
Mhm.
Um, so you get that Disney Renaissance. Pixar, were they Disney at that time or did they might have been Disney
I
Pixar,
think yeah, I think so because like obviously Toy Story was the one. I think
right?
was Toy Story the first one for Pixar? I would have to look that up. Now I'm curious.
Maybe the first big one. I mean,
Really?
they might have had their little shorts beforehand, but you
Yeah.
didn't really notice. Um,
Bugs Life came after that.
hmm
Finding Nemo and all those. I
Yeah,
think Toy Story was the first to open up that
I agree. I think
sub.
you're right.
I don't know.
To where I think um Iger has done well on like the business side of things and like kind of taken things in a new turn. Um, but Eisner really kind of brought that animation and the movie side back to life.
It needs to come back. We need to. I understand everything is about business and money. Like I get it. I get it. But Disney's fine. Everybody knows what Disney is. Every person around the entire world knows what Disney is. They're fine. Okay? They're good.
The
It's
magic
not
needs to
about
come
money
back.
anymore. Okay? They got the money.
Yeah,
They're
the
taking
magic.
over, like they're getting ready to take over Hulu. Like, come on. It's fine. Again, I can go on a whole soapbox and argue until I'm blue in the face. When I say I'm passionate, I'm passionate. Okay.
I feel like we've gotten off.
I know.
Um,
Back on track.
your next one.
Um, Honestly, this hurts me to say because I grew up obviously on all the Disney Channel movies like Camp Rock, High School Musical, like all of those. So I'm ashamed to say that I've never watched Zombies, any of them. And there's like four of them. And not to say I have also watched Descendants. Like I am obsessed with Descendants. I've watched all four. All four. Obsessed. but I haven't seen zombies. And it bugs me as someone who truly loves like Halloween and like fall season. I don't know how I haven't watched these movies yet. I don't.
I've watched the first one, but then the subsequent, I've seen pieces of the
Mhm.
second, I think. And then I haven't seen the third or fourth. I was telling you before we started recording, I believe, that I was trying to start over with one to make it through to four so I could watch the fourth. Um, but I really like Milo, whatever his last name is, in it. I think he's a really good singer and actor. Um,
Okay.
and I like the songs that come out of it, but I haven't seen all of them either.
Hmm. Someday I will watch them. It's just a matter of finding the time to binge them.
Hmm.
These all happened before I ever watched Strange World. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That is fair. I think Strange World can probably go down to the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Um, my next one is it's a sequel. So it's Disenchanted, the sequel to Enchanted. I
Yeah.
haven't I like want to, but then the other part of me is like Enchanted just kind of to me it left it open, but at the same time it kind of just was a nice ending.
Hmm.
And I liked Enchanted for what it was. I'm not
Hmm.
saying it's in my top five or even 10,
No.
but I just haven't gotten around to watching this Disenchanted. And it was one that came straight to Disney Plus, right? I think.
I think so. Something like that.
Well, those type always never seem to interest me anyways, that they just come straight there, that you know they're kind of a lower
Yeah.
priority. Although they got some big names in it,
Right.
but so that's oh, it does say a Disney Channel original plus Disney Plus original. But yeah, that's one that's one sequel that I was just like, nah, just haven't done. You're
Right. My
next.
last one.
It's a quick one.
It's technically Disney, obviously, but Tron. I've never watched any of them. They just have never like appealed to me. I obviously know they're pretty big in the parks. Like obviously the Tron Light Cycle at Disney World is pretty big. Like I know I can't remember which international park it is, but they also have something for Tron. And I
So
know these movies do very, very well at the box office. They have just never I'll watch them eventually. Like I will. They it's not the movie that I'm like, "Oh, I really want to watch this." It doesn't appeal to me.
I agree. I haven't seen it either.
Okay.
I don't think. I actually watched Tomorrowland instead of Tron. I think it's Tokyo. I think is where
That
um
was
it's at, but I haven't seen that one either. Now that you
just
mention it,
welcome.
that's because I don't tend to go towards the adventure type movies. I'm more of the romance, the princess, the
Fair.
sometimes comedy, but so I think that's probably where I get it didn't really appeal to me there either.
Okay.
That's interesting. We're kind of on the same pages here.
I know that's funny.
Hey, my last one is an old one, and I seen pieces of it,
Okay.
and I know the general story, but I'm 90% sure that I have not seen it. And
Is
that
it?
is The Sword in the Stone.
Mm, yeah, I don't think I don't think I have either. Same boat, like same reasons. I'm pretty sure I've watched snippets. growing up or, just randomly, but I also don't think I've seen that one.
I don't, it, mm, it has never like been one that I'm like, yes, let me watch that one, even with my boys. Not one that we have geared towards. I drag them to like Robin Hood and Jungle Book, but
Right.
Sword in the Stone is not one that we're like, let's pull it up, let's watch it.
No. And again, it's another one of those that is just like a small little detail in the parks with, both parks, at least Disneyland and Disney World, where you can pull up the sword. Like that's that little homage to the movie. But another one, again, I'll eventually watch it. It just didn't call to me.
And then this carousel at Disney World is King Arthur's carousel too.
That too. That's
Um,
cool.
although there is a horse that is often referred to as Cinderella's horse on King Arthur's carousel. Fun fact, it's the horse with the gold ribbon on its tail.
Okay.
Is I've often heard it referred to as Cinderella's horse, so we tried to like beeline it to get on the
Noted.
special horse.
Noted.
But that's an old one. That was 1963,
Yeah, that one's an old one.
before my time.
Hmm.
So, what's your next one?
My last one, and then I have my honorable mention. I've already talked about it. I just snuck it in there. But my last one is kind of like a compilation of a bunch of movies, but the Tinkerbell movies. I've never, even though they like were coming out, like when we were growing up, for some reason, if I did, I literally don't remember them. Like I've watched, Peter Pan and all of that. Like I have zero memories of watching any of the Tinkerbell movies, and I love her. Like I love her character, but I don't think I couldn't tell you if I've seen any of them. And I feel like there's
There's
so
so
many.
many.
There's so many.
I was thinking about that
That's-
as I was looking at this list. I was like, what about the Tinkerbell movies? And I was like, I realized that I've seen a lot of them.
There you go.
Um, maybe not all of them, but I think we kind of did a revival with the boys where we were watching a few of them at a time.
Gotcha.
Um, at least two of them for sure. Because it's that fine line in between like princess movie and enough action to keep the boys'
Hmm.
attention. Um, I do remember the Never Beast, and I do like that one. Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast. And I
Gotcha.
might have seen the Lost Treasure. But I was thinking about those. I was like, oh, have I seen all those? I feel like I might have.
Hmm.
But they are cute. They
Oh
are.
yeah.
And then you get all the other introduction into the newer fairies and oh, Disney.
Hmm.
Hey, what's your honorable mention?
Elia.
Ellie.
I and I want like ever since they announced it when it was supposed to come out last year, whenever that was, and then they pushed it, I have been so sad to honestly see so many negative reviews, but also like people that, truly do love Disney. Obviously, it's not like a oh my God, like this is an amazing movie. It's not a bad movie from what I understand. It's just not like, oh my God, like, you know. I still want to watch it. I've tried so many times. Most of the time, I can convince my boyfriend to go to the theaters with me to watch all these Disney movies. Like, he randomly took me, surprised me, took me to see Lilo and Stitch. I was like, wait, what? Okay. I can't get him on board for Elio. I can't. So I'm gonna have to wait until it's released to Disney Plus and then just watch it. Um, it is definitely on my list. Like, I have been dying to watch it. I just think the idea of it. And again, it's a Disney original movie. Like this is a new concept. Like this is what I've been wanting. And so I think like the idea behind it where, like they're essentially like their king or queen or whatever, representing their planet all meet together to just like, I don't know. The concept seems cute. Is the execution there? I guess I'll have to find out.
I haven't
Right.
seen it either. Although from what I understand, it fought attention with Lilo and Stitch.
Hmm.
So they released them essentially the same time to where Lilo and Stitch got all the marketing and Stitch going around the country and all the things to where Elio just was like, here's a movie, we're putting it into the theater. Um, I think they had like a red carpet thing, but
Yeah. It still bugs me because, like I said, they pushed the release of this. It was supposed to come out last year.
okay.
I can't remember the reasoning why. I just don't think something happened. I really don't remember. Something happened that they had to push the release and like re-edit it or whatever. I just wish they would have thought about this when they're pushing Lilo and Stitch, one of the biggest names in Disney. Like, I literally have multiple kids in my classroom who wear Stitch
Mhm.
related clothes, lunch bags, backpacks, you name it. Like, even though that movie came out, like, I mean, I was still a kid, I think it was like '05 or something like that. Like, the movie's been out for 20 plus years at this point, and it's still one of those movies that kids are still talking about. Like, Stitch is an icon for Disney, whether people like Stitch or not. I know he's a huge topic, but I love Stitch. I think he's cute.
I'm the other side.
I'm sorry. That's what I said.
Not a big Stitch person. Um, but you're right. I think they didn't plan very well, and I don't know how or who or what or any of that, but it is unfortunate. But I wonder if because Lilo and Stitch is coming off the tails of um Snow White.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if they were trying to like
Safe face.
regroup
Yeah.
and to pick up some because they know, like you said, Lilo and Stitch is an icon and has a huge fan base to where they are like, we've got to regroup and pick up what we've lost on
Mhm.
Snow White.
It bothers me. Like I've said, like this whole episode, like Disney's big thing is like creativity and like, original content, whatever. And it hurts my heart that Disney finally released a new movie, new concept, the whole thing, and it just happened to come out around the same time as a recreation. And I will say the Lilo and Stitch movie, I was very scared because I mean, it's Lilo and Stitch, like it's a very iconic movie. I was pleasantly surprised. Like it was actually really good. And it fit with, today's generation. Um, Granted, I mean, the original is the original. Like you can never beat the original, but I think it did very well, honestly. Like I was not mad.
Yeah, I
Still
haven't.
got the same flair with the guy that, the shirtless dude that has like the shaved, ice cream cone or whatever, and then it plops on the floor. Like everybody remembers that scene, even though he's like the most random character you would ever think of. But that was still part of the movie. Just that one little snippet where he's like sunburned, like nobody's business, bald, a little bit bigger. He just drops the snow cone. Mhm. 2 seconds. And it was still part of the movie.
It's been a hot minute since I've seen Lilo and Stitch. Like I said, it was never one of my favorites. The only thing I liked about it was the Elvis songs
Sure.
because I love Elvis and I grew up on Elvis.
Hmm.
So I don't remember that at all.
I know.
Um, but I haven't seen that and I really have no desire to. But once it comes out on Disney Plus and I we might watch it with the kids.
Yeah.
Just have something to watch. You know, Let us know what movies you haven't seen. If any of these you haven't seen, you loved, you're like, why haven't you watched those? You need to put them on your list right now. Um, we'd love to hear from you, and make sure to subscribe. We're try to get out here every week,
Mm-hmm.
and chat something Disney. We are going to Universal soon, so we'll have some shows on that coming up. Until next week, we will see you next time. That's it for this episode, Vacation Dreamers. We hope you picked up some tips, ideas, and a little extra magic for your next adventure. If you enjoyed hanging out with us, be sure to follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. You can also find us on Instagram, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts for even more travel tips and updates. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep planning, and we'll see you real soon.